Hi, everybody. How are you doing?
How you guys doing? It's good to see you.
It's Becky and
Larry.
And we're here again today going over seasonal allergies, seasonal threats, allergies, all kinds of allergies, everything about allergies, and how essential oils can help you about your allergies.
Peak season for allergies.
I know. Right? It's just like so beautiful outside. And so I bet you might be suffering. If you are an allergy sufferer, I understand. I had major food allergies and I can relate to some degree. I don't, never had the allergies of the nose, you know, with like seasonal and cat allergies when you get really stuffy and stuff like that. So, but we'll go over all that kind of, did you ever have allergies?
I had tons of allergies growing up because I had asthma. So I had all kinds of allergies. Nothing that I think like seasonally affected me or anything like that. But nonetheless, you know, allergies that probably did affect me because you're a kid, you don't realize what, you know, what brings on any kind of respiratory problem or anything like that. But, you know, we live in an area where, you know, you really see like when the pollen's out, especially the cotton trees and stuff like that. And some people are like have such an issue with that. And we had several people that used to work with us who really suffered when that stuff started falling like late spring.
Yeah, and at the print shop. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get started with our presentation. And give me just a minute here and I'll get it started, I think. So here's my presentation. I just really think this artwork's really nice. So what is an essential oil? So they're natural aromatic compounds found in plants.
And they're steam distilled or cold press extraction. They're powerful, safe benefits without side effects.
They're very powerful and potent. 1 drop equals 28 cups of peppermint tea.
So they're certified pure and they're tested grade. Now, pure is they're natural because there's no artificial ingredients, fragrances, or fillers. And they're safe because they're certified to be free of pesticides and other chemical residues.
So what causes, the reason why we're talking about all this stuff is that essential oils are really powerful in helping us with allergies. But let's go through and talk about what causes allergies. Allergies are an allergic reaction that begins in the immune system. An allergen is a substance that tricks the immune system, making it think that the allergen is an invader. The immune system produces antibodies, cells releasing histamine, causing the allergic reaction. So this results in inflammation of the skin, sinuses, airways, and even the digestive system. So some allergy symptoms could be including itchy, sneezing, runny, blocked nose, itchy, red, watery eyes, wheezing, chest tightness, shortness of breath, and a cough, a raised, itchy, red rash like in hives. It can include swollen lips, tongue, eyes, and face. Gosh, that'd be terrible.
Yes, yes.
And for me, my stomach, man, you would feel sick, vomiting, diarrhea. Gosh, a lot of different things were going on. And I was bloated and gassy. It was just terrible.
Yeah, I think the most things that you associate it with are, you know, redness of the eyes and you know, stuffiness or a runny nose. But those are just, you know, some of the most common symptoms. So common allergy triggers include airborne allergens such as, you know, pollen, animal dander, dust mites, and mold. Okay, certain foods, particularly peanuts, tree nuts, wheat, soy, fish, shellfish, eggs, and milk. So you hear a lot of those are common complaints about food allergies. And then, of course, other allergies are insect stings, you know, like from a bee or a wasp. And then other allergies can be from medications, particularly penicillin or penicillin-based antibiotics.
Yeah. So why are allergies on the rise? Well, high inflammation over and over active immune systems, meaning a lot of our bodies are already dealing with high inflammation. Like the root of all disease is inflammation, and an immune system is on overdrive. So the results of an overreaction to an allergen If the immune system and inflammation within the body was balanced, the reaction of the allergen would be normal. However, today the reactions are exaggerated and lead to an unneeded allergic reaction. And so for me, I had many food allergies, but it probably only really started out with one. And then as that inflammation just was just on high overdrive, then the other foods that probably were GMO foods or processed foods or things that were just not healthy for my body, my stomach just decided, okay, it's going to be intolerant to it. And then eventually it became a food allergy. So I think it's just a process that our bodies go through over time.
And you kind of wonder, if most people maybe like you were, where it just really kind of snowballed.
Yeah, it kind of the once my stomach said, "Hey, you're not paying attention to me," and it said, "Okay, I'm not going to like this, I'm not going to like that," and then pretty soon it was like I had only 5 things I could eat. And we laugh about that, but it was kind of
No,
sad. It was
yeah,
serious.
it was getting very serious.
Yeah.
So natural alternatives nutrition is a great natural alternative. Local honey, nettle trees, vitamin C, anti-inflammatory foods, and essential oils or great essential oils or ginger, turmeric, digestive enzymes and the endocrine complex all are great, remedies or things that could alleviate a lot of allergic reactions.
Well, and I think what we're saying here too on this slide is really that there is hope. Like it is, in many cases reversible. Like for me with my food allergy, once I was able to really work on my gut health, then I'm able to eat those foods in without not getting too much sensitivity. But I do notice that when I start stressing again and things like that, that the allergy, that my stomach starts to get insensitive again. So you really want to stay on top of it with eating right and taking care of yourself, taking care of your stress levels, taking care of your sleep. All these things are just totally altogether part of the natural alternative process to getting our bodies back into shape.
Yeah, it's kind of addressing all the different issues in a way that's going to assist the whole system. Okay, did you know that hay fever affects 10 to 30% of adults and as many as 40% of children? That's around 18 million people. One in four people suffer from hay fever, and one in five people have to take time off work due to hay fever. Also, 71% of sufferers reported higher than average stress levels, and 75% want a more natural solution
Yeah,
to
because I
their hay
think that
fever.
a lot of those pharmaceutical medications really do create, you get groggy,
Or drowsy.
drowsy. They don't really actually, I think, clear up things as, they just kind of dry you out. If you have like the nasal allergy, it seems like it doesn't really go after the root cause.
Uh-huh.
And one of the things that essential oils do is they go after the root cause.
Yeah, we're some of the over the counters especially are just going to deal with some of the symptoms and try to alleviate or lessen them.
And here are some problems with the current medicines. Long-term antihistamines have linked with headaches, sleepiness, rashes, behavioral problems in children, even convulsions, depression, dementia, and more. I mean, this is just a super simple list, but the we don't even know really with a lot of those medications what a lot of the side effects really are. So typical food triggers. So milk, dairy, wheat, gluten, nuts, chocolate. I mean, this list could be miles long. For me, I had many food triggers. I couldn't do. I would eat ice cream quite a bit, and then all of a sudden, I couldn't do ice cream. It's just
Uh-huh.
really. I'm having trouble hearing you. Larry's phone went on, or watch is talking to him. Here are some other things here that we talk about, different herbs and spices that can actually help with um, taking care of our food allergies. So a lot of these are available in essential oils, which is just really incredible.
And so how do essential oils fight allergens? First, they can reduce inflammation and boost the immune system. Second, they can help detoxify the body. and they fight infections such as bacteria, pesticides, microorganisms, and harmful toxins. There are great antihistamine effects. They reduce the body's susceptibility to outside sources and reduce the overreaction of the immune system when it is faced with a harmless intruder. And it also relieves respiratory conditions and increases sweat and urination, helping with the elimination of toxins. So that's very important, that last one.
That's incredible, huh?
So what essential oils help? Peppermint acts as an expectorant and provides relief for allergies, as well as colds, coughs, sinuses, asthma, and bronchitis. It has the power to discharge phlegm and reduce inflammation, a leading cause of allergic reactions. Now, the lemon oil supports the lymphatic system, and it's the drainage and helps with overcoming the respiratory conditions. Studies have shown that lemon essential oil inhibits the growth of bacteria, boosts the immune system, and when you diffuse it at home, lemon oil can kill bacteria and eliminate allergy triggers in the air. And then lavender oil works as a natural antihistamine, and it possesses strong anti-inflammatory properties that will treat and relieve most allergic reactions. Peppermint essential oil is strong, fresh, and minty, and opens clogged sinuses almost immediately. And that's a great little recipe for an allergy shot with the lemon, lavender, and peppermint.
Yeah, it's like just 2 drops of each, and you could just put it in a shot, add a little water just down the hatch.
Uh-huh.
Another way you could do it is you could actually take and put, it's basically equal parts of each oil in a bottle, and then you can just put an eyedropper and then just drop it underneath your tongue.
Yeah, because those
Okay.
oils really do taste very good.
Mhm.
If you didn't like it, the third way that you could take it is just get a veggie cap and put a couple drops of lavender, a couple drops of peppermint, and a couple drops of lemon in a veggie cap and just take it internally like that too.
So, and here's another way. Tri-Ease is actually the lavender, lemon, and peppermint together, and it's in a pre gel cap so that you could just take it. It
Already
could be
done.
already done. You don't have to make it
So
yourself.
convenient.
Yeah.
So convenient.
And again, it's these oils promote clear breathing, health, and our healthy respiratory functions. It protects seasonal environmental elements. I can't read.
Elements, yeah.
And cleansing to the body system. So really just nice to have these
Yeah, I love the pre-done soft
soft gels.
caps, yeah, soft gels. So hay fever support recipe. Here's a great recipe for hay fever. And you just blend 2 drops of lavender, lemon, and peppermint, and 1 teaspoon of fractionated coconut oil, and apply a small amount to the temples or under the nose or the bottom of the feet in the morning or evening. You can also diffuse it. You can use it in a roller bottle or, just take a shot of it. And, you could add other oils if you wanted to your diffuser or your roller bottles, like Melissa is a great natural antihistamine. Eucalyptus is a wonderful oil and it opens up the lungs and sinuses. Basil supports the adrenals, and Roman chamomile is so soothing.
And here's a homemade nasal rub. Like I was saying earlier, a lot of times when you're blowing your nose a lot and things, your nose gets really raw. So you can make a nice salve by melting together beeswax and solid coconut oil, and you let it cool. Then you can add these essential oils to it. You got 4 drops of lemon essential oil, 4 drops of lavender, and 4 drops of peppermint. Again, those 3 oils are just incredible to use. And then you could just rub it around your nose or inside your nose where it's raw. So. Here's another recipe that's called an insect allergy support. And this is you can actually make that salve again if you want, but it's really great for doing an insect sting. You can make a spray bottle using equal drops of lavender, peppermint, and tea tree, and just spray it on the skin where the bug bite is. Or you can make a roller ball out of it or whatever you find most convenient for you.
Huh.
Here's another allergy recipe for animals. So, some of the symptoms are sneezing, runny nose, facial pain.
There's facial pain again.
Yeah, coughing, chest tightness, short of breath, and wheezing, watery eyes, itchy eyes, skin rash. So, all you need to do is take a bowl of hot, steamy hot water, boiling water, and add 2 drops of each melaleuca and lavender in the bowl. And then lower your head down into the bowl with a towel over your back. And then you're just kind of making a nice little cocoon, if you
Yeah,
will,
like a tent
a
over
tent.
your head in
And
the bowl.
and then that will help really clear up the airways. It's wonderful.
And so here's a great skin soothers. So in a spray bottle, like a 2-ounce spray bottle, you can put 10 drops of lavender, 10 drops of Roman chamomile, topped off with distilled water in a cold compress. You can fill your sink with 2 drops of frankincense, chamomile, heliochrysum, or any other oil you might choose. You can soak the washcloth in there, wring it out, and hold on to the affected area for relief. And you can do that a couple times a day as needed.
Okay. And this is skin allergy blend. So it's a healing salve that we like to make. And again, you would make um, the shea butter, organic coconut oil, melt those together. And you can actually use raw virgin oil or almond oil and replace that if you don't have one or the other. And then add 1 tablespoon of local honey.
Wow.
I know, huh? And then add 30 drops of lavender, 8 drops of melissa, and 5 drops of geranium or myrrh. And that's incredible. It makes a nice little itchy salve with
You make a
honey.
great salve. Do you put honey in it before?
No, I've never had.
Wow, I didn't. That's the first, and I've seen this recipe many times before, but I haven't seen it with honey. But I'd be interested in trying it. But so great for dried out skin that it may have been a rash, and it may be healing and flaking, and just helps it heal so much better. So here's just breathe, and the On Guard, breathe or easy air or the breathe lozenges are just so effective, and they're so nice to use, especially when you have congestion or you may have asthma or some other respiratory issue like that. Breathe's just a remarkable blend of oils like laurel leaf. It has peppermint in it, eucalyptus, melaleuca, lemon, cardamom, um, Ravensara, and it just, that combination is you can use it so many different ways. The way I like to use it is put a drop in the palm of my hands, rub them together, and then cup them over my nose and mouth and breathe it in. But you can put it in a diffuser, and it's a great way if you're having a little congestion problems to do it at night or right by your desk, is to keep that diffuser going with some breathe in it. Would really help. But you can also too, if it gets a little more intense, you can rub it on your chest or back and take it that way too, topically.
Great. And this is some other oils that work incredible for allergy symptoms. So, tea tree oil is a powerful oil that destroys airborne pathogens that cause allergies. So, you can put it in a diffuser. I don't think we've ever really diffused that one. We should try to diffuse that
I,
one.
and I like tea tree. I mean, you get used to these oils and how they smell, but you really can, feel and smell the effectiveness of them, and that tea tree is just killing, bacteria and microorganisms.
And it is an antiseptic agent and it has anti inflammatory. Did you read that already?
No,
Okay.
no.
It is antiseptic agent and it is anti-inflammatory properties. Tea tree oil can be applied to the skin to kill bacteria and microorganisms, and it also can be used as a household cleaner to disinfect the home and eliminate these allergens. Eucalyptus oil is my favorite. I really do love the eucalyptus oil. We talked about that earlier, but the eucalyptus oil opens up the lungs and sinuses, thereby improving circulation and reducing symptoms of the allergies. Studies have shown that it produces a cold sensation in the nose that helps improve airflow. Eucalyptus contains centronella, which has an analgesic, and anti-inflammatory effects. It also works as a
Expectorant.
expectorant.
Yeah, it gets rid of all that phlegm and that nastiness,
Oh yeah, okay.
that congestion in your nose.
It helps cleanse the body of toxins and harmful microorganisms that are acting as allergens. And the basil oil, which I didn't know, basil's kind of,
Yeah, and it really surprises me that, and it doesn't surprise me that basil's there, but it is kind of one of those oils that you really do need to have handy.
yeah, so basil essential oil reduces the inflammatory response of allergens. It is also supporting the adrenal glands, which are involved in producing over 50 hormones. Did you know that? That drive most every bodily function. I had no idea about that. So I have a much bigger respect for basil now. Essentially, basil essential oil is helping your body react appropriately to the threat by rushing blood to your brain, heart, and muscles. I think I'm going to need a drug.
Basil's an amazing oil.
I
I mean, I
don't care for
like
the
it, and I
smell.
mean the combination of the three, for allergies, is just awesome.
Okay, so cat allergies. I remember one time we had a bridal shower at our house, and we have two cats. And this person walked in and like he stood there and he goes, "You have cats, don't you?" And we're like, "Yeah." And he goes, "I got to go to the hospital." I'm like, he wasn't there 10 minutes, huh?
No, no, poor
The,
guy had
yeah,
an immediate reaction.
immediate
That
reaction.
he must have had such a severe allergy to cat dander.
And it's incredible because, how did some people really don't, it's just incredible how that works. I don't know. But here's a testimonial of a gal. Her name is Melanie, and she writes, "I have an allergic reaction to cats, which my body always presents as an asthmatic reaction. The severity asthma varieties from medium to severe, with symptoms starting from 15 to 20 minutes of exposure and lasting typically for several days. For years, I've treated this allergic reaction with saltabu with the inhaler, which I inhale as soon as I feel most onset of asthma and repeat every few hours during the attack. While this threat minimizes the effects of asthma, it helps me breathe. My body feels as though it's shaking from within, and my hands sometimes look as if I'm have an onset Parkinson's. So I first tried essential oils in this condition by accident when I found myself in a house with a cat and no inhaler. I drank 2 drops of lemon, lavender, and peppermint in some water. Then I applied a drop of breathe on my jawline over the bridge of my nose. The positions closed to my nasal passage in order that I would inhale it. When we left, a good 3 hours after arriving, I still wasn't feeling any symptoms of asthma. The following morning, I went to the gym. This has always been my test to see if there is any residual wheezing, as when I exert myself physically, I can tell if my respiratory system is normal or compromised. I had absolutely no effect of this asthma at all. I was literally blown away. I know my body and I know how strongly it reacts to cats. So long, Sembemutal inhaler. I need to figure out how to say that word. But that's incredible. That's incredible? Yeah.
Yeah, and I know from experiencing asthma as a kid, that the medication does do that, whether you were using an inhaler, and there were all kinds of different prescription inhalers and over-the-counter inhalers that you could use for asthma, and there was all kinds of. I mean, there was the one over-the-counter. Pill you could take internally, but I went to I went to an allergy doctor for years and years and took a lot of different medications. And sometimes you could take that medication and it wouldn't alleviate the attack, but it would open your airways a bit, but it would make you very, very shaky and you couldn't hold your hand still. It would shake so bad. Sometimes you would have to go to the emergency room and get a shot of adrenaline to really open up your lungs again. So
Yeah.
I could really empathize with people who have respiratory issues.
Well, maybe they could try essential oils and see if this
And
would
it
be really
does, the
helpful.
breathe oil is just so good at
Mm.
opening up your airwaves and was a couple things like either having breathe with me before I went to the gym, or peppermint and breathing it in, just putting a drop in your hands
Do
and
you think
breathing
you
it.
were allergic to dogs? Dog?
I could have been. I was allergic to all kinds of cat, pet dander and stuff like that. But we had dogs. We always had dogs growing up. And I was allergic to all kinds
Like
of
milk, probably.
pollens and dust and stuff like that. But you're a kid and you don't know what brings it on, you
Mm.
know.
So here's some food allergy remedies. Now, basically, this is a huge conversation. And the food allergy thing, again, is you just really want to get your gut to a normal balance. And the products that really worked well for me was the number one product was the PB Assist, which is a probiotic, and also the Terrazyme. The Terrazyme supplement is actually helping your food digest and helping get on top of that inflammation. Because if your food is sitting inside your stomach and not processing through, it's just causing more inflammation. So the first step is to get the food through your system, and then the Zengest and Digestin, they're the same thing. It's just in different markets. They have a different name, and they basically are just incredible. This oil is incredible. You just rub a drop on your stomach, and then the you get some relief pretty quickly with the gassiness and with the crampiness and stuff like that. So if I feel that the gut is the gateway to your health. And if you can take a look at your gut and actually get back on track with eating foods that are not going to cause inflammation, then you'll be in good shape. So
I enjoy spicy food. And from somebody who suffered from heartburn for many years, I can attest to the digestin and the Terrazymes, because those helped me so much. And I used to take those over the counter medications on a daily basis.
it's really great.
Yeah. So anti-inflammatory, this is a good smoothie recipe, you guys. So, just in a blender or something, take a couple apples and a cup of pineapple. You can have it frozen if you want, or you can use it fresh. A couple tablespoons of raw honey, and then a couple cups of water, and then 1 drop of ginger oil, and then blend that together and make yourself a nice smoothie, to really help with those inflammatory issues that you might be dealing with.
Pineapple is a really good detoxifier, but it's high in sugar too, you guys. So be careful. I know, don't do bananas with it because then that your sugar levels really get spiking.
Yeah, yeah, and that is a lot of sugar right there.
So I just wanted to say happy Mother's Day to all your mothers out there,
Yeah,
and just hope that you have a wonderful Mother's Day. We have many Mother's Day specials going on, and today was just a basic class on allergies, and so we hope you enjoyed it, and we look forward to talking with you soon. So take care, everybody,
yeah. If you
and
have any comments, go ahead and drop us a comment, and we'd be happy to answer it for you and get back to you.
I hope this class was worthwhile. All in on oils. You take care,
All right.
okay?